All right, Santos Escobar, next Tuesday, Vengeance Day is upon us. You have a title shot against Braun Breaker. This week at NXT 2.0, we kind of saw Dolph Ziggler and Tommaso Ciampa mess up your guys' contract signing. What happened this week on 2.0?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
For this opportunity to deliver the message to all of my audience. And yeah, this Tuesday on NXT 2.0 was supposed to be just me as a challenger, Braun Breaker as a champion, and me just getting to his nerves, making him lose his cool, and all of a sudden, here comes Ziggler, then Ciampa, which, by the way, it helps my case because now he's got a lot of things in his mind, and I have only one thing in my mind, which is that NXT title, which is going to look very good right here.
It really is going to look really good right there, honestly, Santos. Now, let me ask you something about Dolph Ziggler, because he's been in this industry such a long time, and every single night he can walk away as a world champion. What does Dolph Ziggler bring to the ring that a lot of people just don't really realize how good he is?
That's exactly as you said it. He is so good. And listen, me not liking him in my segment, in my house, in my moment, in my title shot, that aside, if you go back to that segment and hear just his accomplishments, that in and of itself is reason enough to have him, not just on this ring, but on any ring, any given night. And I don't want to dismiss him, which is what I did because he got to my head right then. But the thing is, he is who he says he is.
Yeah, and same goes for all four of you. Honestly, even Braun Breaker being the rookie out of the four of you, man, he's made some tremendous strides in NXT 2.0. And I'll be honest, he's a great world champion. I mean, hey, that title's going to look really good behind you, though. But he is a great NXT 2.0 world champion. What can you tell me about Braun Breaker, and what's impressed you so far about this young athlete?
His youth, because I'll see a lot of me in him. I once was a young champion. Yeah. I once was unexperienced. I once was in a spot where everyone else thought I shouldn't be. And I had to prove myself to everybody, and I had to fight every single night, and I had to go through hell.
Yeah, you did.
To prove myself, to show first my dad that I was deserving of his legacy, then the Mexican audience, which is a very special audience, prove them that I was worthy of their attention and their time.
Yeah.
So I know what he's going through. I know where he's coming from. He also has a legacy on his shoulders. So I know. But guess what? He doesn't. He hasn't realized that. And that's my best point here. That's my advantage. He hasn't realized where he is.
Right.
And I will make him realize this Tuesday, Conventions Day, I will take that from him, much like it was taken from me over a decade ago.
Yeah.
And then he'll realize he needs to be more mature. He needs to get that experience, and I will help him. And I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart. I will help him learn by taking that title away from him.
I love that. Listen, another thing I love is Legato Del Fantasma, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a faction that obliterates gender disparities and has a woman, the beautiful and talented Elektra Lopez, just as important as her faction mates. It's true gender equality in NXT 2.0. Talk to me about Legato Del Fantasma, because you guys are amazing. I love this faction. Elektra Lopez came out of nowhere and blew me away. One of my top 5 favorite women wrestlers in the world right now. She's amazing. Talk to me about your guys' group.
Well, yeah, thank you, Jessup. You're right. One of the main things that I was aiming for with the creation of Legato del Fantasma, well, first, of course, is Legato del Fantasma. El Fantasma is my dad.
Yeah.
So right there, right off the bat, we have a homage to where I'm coming from.
Yep.
To what are the roots of what I do, which is lucha libre. And all along, the main bullet points, I've been doing promo after promo after promo after promo for these 2 years is that Lucha Libre
Yeah.
is the best. And that I am the best luchador there is right now in the world. With respect to Rey, with respect to Dominic, with respect to whoever. But right now, I am the best luchador there is in the planet. If you don't like it, we can try it. But Legado del Fantasma caters to everyone.
Yeah.
To everyone. And I think, and one of the main things that we always have in our minds when we do what we do is mind the people that's watching you.
Yeah.
So how do you want them to see you? The Latino audience is big.
Oh yeah.
The Latino ratings is big. So we have to represent
Absolutely.
La
I love
Raza
that.
properly. And what do I mean by properly? Dress, talk, perform. Heart, mind, and legacy.
I love that.
That's how we do it.
Look, there's so many legends backstage at NXT 2.0. What's the best bit of advice you've gotten from one of those legends?
Well, I get advice every week because I have Shawn Michaels there.
Yeah, I know. He's the GOAT, right?
When you have Shawn Michaels and when you have Triple H there, when he was there, you have an opportunity every week to be either complimented by the GOAT or be reprimanded by them.
Right.
Either way, I'll have it. I'll have it because just to have them in front of you, dissecting your work, telling you how to do it, to me, I mean, I've been in this business forever. So I know how hard it is to get advice from a legend. And, you know, they're willing to do it.
Yeah.
They're willing to tell you how to do it, how to walk, how to talk. To me, that itself is one of the best accomplishments of being here. Just have them around. And of course, the best advice is love what you do.
Yeah.
Love what you do. If you love it, because, you know, of course, we can go back to the basics of how you do it, but love what you do, and that will be transmitted into whoever's watching. That's
absolutely. Now, look, I know one of your goals was to be, or is to be, the first-born Mexican pro wrestler or sports entertainer to main event WrestleMania. And look, you've accomplished every goal you've set out so far since entering WWE. I know you're a second-generation superstar with a huge pedigree. If wrestling had no borders, who would be your dream opponent? Who would you like to be standing across the ring with on a WrestleMania main event main stage? I'm going to guess Rey Mysterio, but am I right?
You're right. You're absolutely right. And you know what I love about that? That it's possible.
Yes.
Because, I mean, I could say The Undertaker.
Right.
What's the odds of that happening? I could say Shawn Michaels. I could say Triple H. But what are the odds of that happening? But Rey, the legacy we share.
Yes.
Lucha Libre. That in and of itself would be just money.
Yeah.
People would be invested in watching that match. But for me personally, to be in the ring with him, which I've been before, but never in WWE, that's different.
It's different. Different stage.
Main eventing and maybe having something at stake, who knows? But to me, that's one of the goals. Yes, absolutely. And
I would love to see it.
Just to be around him performing, to me, that would be an accomplishment in and of itself. But to be against him at the grandest stage of them all, bro, that's it.
Yeah, man. I saw you coming out rocking that 97 Halloween Havoc Rey Mysterio gear. I about lost it. I would love to see you guys mix it up in a main event at WrestleMania. Are you kidding me? What a match that would be, right? What a match.
So you like that gear?
Dude, I love that gear. I was just going to ask you.
Joseph, let me just tell you something. This Tuesday on Sci-Fi, Vengeance Day, tune in because Santos always brings it. You know it.
Oh, yeah.
You know it. Santos will dress to the nines. Santos will give you the business, and Santos will always give you something new different. This Tuesday is the night for that.
I can't wait. And correct me if I'm wrong, but those were actually Rey Mysterio's tights, right?
Yes.
Incredible.
That's one thing that we're always in communication, because I always, ask for advice, and he's always humble and loving. And I remember that day, of course, one of the matches that put cruiserweight division on the map was Halloween Havoc.
Oh yeah. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, 97, man.
So I called him and I said, Ray, do you think maybe I could, wear a wristband or something? And immediately he said, you know what? I'll send you the gear. I'll send you the original gear. If it fits, wear it. And I had to drop 10 pounds to wear it. But to me, it was just history. It was history, because 1997, I was 13 years old. It was impossible for me to be in the ring with them. But fast forward, I am the cruiserweight champion. Halloween Havoc, I had to do something to pay respect to that point, which to me, in my mind, that's the point that allowed me and many others to be here.
Yes.
In this company.
And that's one of the things I love about pro wrestling at its finest. Literally, it's this kind of lineage and history that gets taken with it. And I love that you paid homage and respect to Rey by wearing his trunks, because that's such a cool throwback to me as a fan watching in 97 that I get to see, like 2021. It's amazing to me. Now I have a few questions for you, wrestling questions for you that let's hammer these out and see what you think. So what is your favorite wrestling entrance theme song of all time?
A lot, a chit, a steal. A lot, a chit, a steal. Mamacita.
I love it. Eddie Guerrero, I love it. Now, what's your best championship?
And of course, probably tie or very close second is Booyaka 619. I mean, it's just...
You know why? Because both of those, they hit you immediately and you know what you're in for. It's like that excitement that hits the air immediately. Now, what's your favorite championship design?
I have a few. There's a title that I've always liked, the Intercontinental Championship, the white one.
Oh yeah. We're talking old school, like Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, it to me was it was different, But of course, all the titles. Remember the spinner?
Oh yeah, the spinner belt.
That was a title every kid wanted to have, just because of that. And of course, the new ones. I remember the Daniel Bryan's. The ecological.
The hemp one, yeah.
Friendly, environmental friendly one. I love that. That we always have these innovations and these things that make WWE so unique.
Absolutely. Now, who was the best technical wrestler you've ever been in the ring with?
Technical?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. I mean, in Mexico, Negro Casas, Blue Panther.
Oh yeah.
Those would be right at the top. But I've wrestled with everyone, like Canek, Dos Caras, that are really, really, really technical, that they just go in and out and you don't even realize.
Now, the last question I have for you, and correct me if I'm wrong on this one, I did a little research here. Now, 2000, you made your pro wrestling debut as a masked wrestler named Top Secret. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, if you were to go back and give any bit of advice to Top Secret being Santos Escobar, what would you say to that young pro wrestler?
Two things. And I still, to this day, say this to anyone who would listen. Relax and have fun. That's it. That's it. Because the work, you put it in every day in the gym. The knowledge, you're learning every day from the best. Just relax and have fun. That's it.
I love it. Now, look, Vengeance Day is going to be on Tuesday on Sci-Fi. I can't wait. You're in the main event against Braun Breaker for the title. Do you mind if we go over the card real quick and give me a little quick predictions?
Yes.
All right. We got the Creed brothers and MSK in the Dusty Classic. Who are you taking?
Creed brothers, not because they're assassins in the ring, but because I dislike MSK with all my heart.
Those Creed brothers, oh man, they're very good though. I really like watching them. Now, Pete Dunne, Tony D'Angelo, we're gonna be in a steel cage for this one. Who you got?
Tony D'Angelo. Why? Because for him, familia is everything.
Now we got Toxic Attraction taking on Indian Persia, NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Who we looking for?
Toxic Attraction.
Toxic Attraction, I like it. And Carmelo Hayes is going against Cameron Grimes. We got the North American title on the line. Who you taking?
I hate them both, but I would like for Carmelo to retain so that once I become the NXT champion, I will circle back to Carmelo.
Some unifying the titles. I like it. And of course, we got the main event, Ewan Braun Breaker, Sci-Fi Vengeance Day. It's happening this Tuesday. I don't think I have to tell you who you got in this one, but let me ask you this. How are you going to beat Braun Breaker?
Experience, baby. That's it.
I love it. I got to get one of those shirts, Santos. Look, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to get one. Look, it's on my list. It's on my wish list, man. Thank you so much for your time, Santos. I'd love to talk to you more about pro wrestling because this is my world. I watch so much of it, and you guys are killing it on NXT 2.0, man. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Gracias, hermano. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.